Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about emotional eating and some ways to overcome it. Well, really just to find out too if you are potentially an emotional eater. So basically what it is turning to food in those times of stress, boredom, loneliness, just those unpleasant times that you might be going through, and turning to food to deal with it. It's a temporary relief for many of the struggles that we go through. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is unawareness, because I know a lot of times, it's so easy to just not really be paying attention to a lot of things that we're doing in life, but especially when it comes to food, to just go grab something and you don't even realize it until you've eaten like half a bag of chips or, half a container of cookies or whatever it is. Like a lot of times we're just not mindful of it. So what I encourage you to do is just start to pay more attention and think about the triggers that are causing that. Like I know for myself, it was every day after lunch, I would have a sweet craving. And we had those dark cacao, the little chocolate nibs or whatever, chocolate chips. And so I would go get a handful of those after lunch because I felt like, okay, I'm having this craving, I deserve this, whatever. And I wasn't even really thinking about it. It had become a habit. So that handful turned into a bigger handful and a bigger handful. And then, I finally realized it and started replacing it with, strawberries or mango or something healthier. Or the other option, replace it with a healthier food option. Or say you work in an office environment, go outside and take a walk around the parking lot or something. Instead of turning to that food item, do something, with that time and create a healthy habit out of it. So that's the first thing, is unawareness. The second one is food might be your only pleasure. And what I mean by that is, say you had a really hard day at work and you get home and you're like, you know what, I really deserve a bowl of ice cream, or whatever it is that you want to reward yourself with, but again, it turns to food. I encourage you to find something else. Find a non-food item. So for women, maybe it's a pedicure, maybe it's a new pair of shoes or new workout clothes, or whatever you enjoy. And it doesn't have to be anything big, but just find something that you can replace it with outside of food. The third thing is the inability to tolerate difficult feelings. And this one is a little bit tricky because, like sadness, rejection, that sort of thing. The best way to deal with that is just to learn to accept it. It's okay to be sad. When you're going through, like, maybe it's a breakup, a divorce, something like that, the whole rejection piece, just understand that that's okay. It's not something that you need to turn to food for. Just turn to friends, turn to support group, rely on other people. And then the fourth thing is body hate, and I see this all too much in my groups. Many people, what they say is that they're going to stop, that they're going to love their body after they reach their goal weight. However, they really need to stop hating their body before they can stop emotionally eating. And so I see a lot of people, that's what they do. They are so unhappy with how they look and they turn to food to cope with it. But then that's just counterintuitive because it's, just making it worse. So encourage you to start loving your body. And the way to do that is personal development. And I will tell you this, like I say, I share all the time, this has completely transformed myself, my life. And so if you want help with your mindset, getting past that hurdle, just learning more about how you can control the mind, just reach out, guys. I would love to help you because, like I said, it's helped me tremendously, and I just want to pay it forward and help more people that are dealing with that. And then the fifth thing is physiology. So if maybe you're too tired or you're too hungry. So what I encourage you there, make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. They recommend 7 to 8 hours a night, which I know isn't always possible, but try to make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. And then that you're staying hydrated, because a lot of times that when we feel like we're hungry, it might just be because we're dehydrated. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated. And then ensure you're eating regularly throughout the day. I have a couple challengers that get really, really busy, and they may only eat once or twice a day. And, then that's when that emotional eating can kick in, because you are so hungry by the time you finally eat, you just want to eat everything in sight. So just encourage you to make sure that you are eating regularly throughout the day and just listening to your body, staying hydrated, like I said, and getting plenty of sleep. And the last thing that I'm gonna leave you guys with is just know that pretty much everybody deals with emotional eating, maybe not on a daily basis, but on a regular basis. So I just want to let you know that if you do struggle with it, that you're not alone. You know, many of us go through difficult times, and that can be an easy way to deal with it. But there's plenty more options. You know, turning to friends, turning to family, getting out and doing something, going for a walk. You know, just try to find or create a healthy habit that can replace those food cravings or that emotional eating. And again, the first step to dealing with any kind of problem is just admitting that you do have a problem and recognizing, being aware. So again, feel free to reach out. If you found this valuable, share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Thanks again for all your guys' support. I really appreciate you tuning in, and have a great weekend, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.